No, the Constitution hasn't been edited. Here's what really happened at the Library of Congress. So we've heard the news, right? The Library of Congress just deleted parts of the U.S. Constitution from the official website. That's what all the noise was about. Some people sent screenshots, panic posts focused on two slavery era clauses that no longer appeared in the actual online HTML version. So let's dig deep into that. Articles 1 and 2, Clause 3, the 3/5 formula for counting enslaved people, my ancestors and some of you all's ancestors, and Article 4, 2, and Clause 3, the Fugitive Slave Clause. Now, commenters suggested that the federal government was rewriting history or the law itself. Here's what really happened so we're clear. Pages were revised, not the Constitution. Now, the library hosts the Constitution annotated, and that's constitution.congress.gov. Let me repeat that again, constitution.congress.gov, an educational site produced by the Congressional Research Service, or the CRS. Now, last week, CRS rolled out an accessibility redesign that collapsed superseded text into footnotes so screen reader users could move through the working Constitution without tripping over provisions nullified by the 13th and 14th Amendment. I hope that makes sense to you, right? Now, nothing has been deleted, okay? The original clauses are still there. This is what you need to do. All you have to do is click superseded text, show superseded text, or open the actual downloadable PDF. Now, the PDF is an actual image scan of the archival parchment. It never changed. So it's still there. You just got to do a little bit more digging. Now, it doesn't have any legal effect either. Here's the controlling legal text that you need to know about. It's enrolled parchment held by the National Archives, plus duly ratified amendments. A website update can't amend the Constitution, folks. Article 5 requires 2/3 of Congress and 3/4 of the states. Here's a public notice that was issued. The Library of Congress posted a clarifying banner within 24 hours that indicated superseded or repealed provisions remain part of the historical record and are accessible via the expandable superseded text link or the PDF edition. Hold on just a minute. I'll be right back. So why the redesign? Accessibility. Screen reader software had trouble distinguishing active clauses from ones overridden by later amendments. That's number one. Now, the CRS wanted students to see the Constitution as a living document. Active clauses first, rejected clauses on a click. Consistency. Other federal codes like the U.S. Code, federal rules, and things like that already gray out or footnote repealed language. Does this change the Constitution? That's what y'all want to know, right? No. Legal supremacy. Court citations, congressional bills, and presidential proclamations reference the National Archives version or the GPO's authenticated PDF, not website HTML. Okay? Historical record. The library digitization team cannot erase ratified text, folks. It can only alter how it is displayed online. Now, amendment hurdles. Only a new amendment can remove or revive constitutional language, not the Constitution being amended for accessibility online. Okay? Should we be concerned as the American people? Because here's the concern that I've been hearing. They're erasing slavery from history. The clauses are still there. You just got to click through to see them. Just nested a little bit deeper. You just got to click through and see the full document. They're quietly changing the law. That's another one that I'm hearing. Web formatting is not, I repeat, not lawmaking. Come on now, y'all. The underlying authority sits at the National Archives and in 27 amendments. They'll hide other parts next. CRS says only superseded or judicially voided provisions are collapsible, and a public notice will precede any future structural change. Now, how to verify it yourself? All you got to do is go to constitution.congress.gov and you can see the actual document for yourself. Now, in Article 1 or Article 4, click Show Superseded Text. The slavery clauses actually appear in gray with a strike through and footnote references. You can download the actual PDF for the image facsimile. That's another way to do it, unchanged since it went online in 1993, and compare to the National Archive scans identically. Okay, that's going to be another way. Now, bottom line is this: the Constitution hasn't been edited, censored, or updated in secret. The Library of Congress actually tweaks webpage layouts to separate living law from voided changes or clauses. Perhaps clumsily, that's the issue that we have here. Certainly without great advance notice either, but not as a backdoor amendment. For more news and information that you can always use, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com, Cityscape Radio, and you guessed it, Brownstone Living Magazine. We'll see you around.